Abomination was out here laughing, like, come get some more. So the Hulk was like, I bet, breaking the police car in half and using it as knuckle busters, and was like, I understand it now. Clipping him with a straight right, left uppercut, backhand, one to the rib, and a double chin shot, knocking him out cold. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Lately, I've been hearing people disrespect the Hulk a little too much, like he ain't really like that. They said after Black Widow gave him some milk, he was never the same. Well, I'm here to set the record straight. Let's step back in time to witness a true demon. Standing at a towering 9 foot tall, weighing in at a earth-shaking 1,400 pounds, the incredible Crash Out. So the scene starts and Bruce is on his way to COVID University Library, desperately seeking the data that can cure his condition. But before he can get to what he came for, General Ross pulls up with his soldiers. And I don't know who the hell leaked his location, but it was too late. These niggas came deep. So Bruce starts hitting the jets, but this demon Blonsky was on some Winter Soldier shit. Cause why the fuck is he this fast? This the speed LeBron be on when he's chasing down niggas. Blocked by James. Bruce makes it to the library, quickly swallowing the USB that contained the data from the gamma radiation experiment. That shit that turned him into the Hulk. He wasn't trying to let Ross have access to that information, cause a guy with a chopped mustache like this cannot be trusted. His ass gonna make an army of Hulks. We are not trying to see the rumbling part 2. They end up cornering Bruce, sealing off his escape. And I don't know whose idea this was, but they shot smoke grenades thinking it was gonna knock him out, put him to sleep or some shit. But boy, were they wrong. His ass transformed right into the Hulk, breaking the glass and jumping right down. And this roar right here had everybody shitting bricks. Look at their faces, besides Blonsky, cause his balls are clearly made of steel. So they start spraying bullets at him, but clearly it was doing jack. His ass was running directly to the general, and he couldn't take no chances. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? So the Humvee pulls up, letting more bullets fly, but the Hulk just shoulder checks that bitch, flipping that shit over. The second car pulls up and yeah, he just steps on that bitch. And this guy right here, he better know how to fly, cause Hulk just whips him out the car and drops it on these niggas' heads. And one thing I never understood is, why are you still standing there shooting? Clearly these bullets ain't doing shit. Stupid. The Hulk then grabs a massive piece of metal from the wreckage, hurling it straight at the Humvee, blowing soldiers up. And it's only been like 2 minutes and these guys are getting cooked. They might need to change up their tactics or something, cause these two are recording the whole thing on IG Live. They ass probably gonna get more views than this video. Damn! The Hulk was clearly doing too much damage. That's why Blonsky decided to take matters into his own hands, whipping out the grenade launcher and opening fire. For once, someone actually managed to hurt the Green Giant. Bruce quickly picks up 2 pieces of metal, using it as shields to block the incoming grenades. But Blonsky wasn't done. He charges straight at him, jumping off him, then pulls out a pistol and starts firing at the Hulk's face. Who the fuck is this nigga? The Hulk tries to grab him, but he flips over him and starts shooting the back of his head. And Blonsky was moving a bit too fast. The Hulk was struggling to touch him, but that shit did not last. He got up and started running for his life. Bruce was on his ass, but the soldiers rolled in with heavy artillery, trapping him with the cannons. The sonic waves held Bruce for a while, but that while was not long. He heard his snow bunny yelling out to him, and just like that, he knew he had to lock in, cause if he gets pumped in front of her, she'll probably never let him hit again. And that's enough motivation for a nigga like me to go crazy. Alright, let's get back to the video. So the Hulk picks up the metal pieces to block out the sonic waves, hurling one crashing into the Humvee, completely obliterating it, and jumping straight up into the other with the people's elbow. Shout out The Rock. And Ross is sick to his stomach cause everything he tries is just an upset. He's just a walking L, like Sakura. Balls of Steel then starts shooting Bruce, walking up right to his face, and was like, is that it? Is that all you got? Hulk kicks the dog shit out of him, knocking his ass right out and putting him in a coma for a week. Bruce's ass was probably watching 300 the night before, cause I've seen that technique, nigga. Betty then walks up to Bruce, trying to calm him down. Bitch acting like her father wasn't the cause of all this. Anyways, the chopper pulls up and starts spraying, but he ain't gonna let any of those bullets touch his milk, so he chucks a piece of metal right at the chopper, blowing that shit up, quickly covering her. He ain't want those flames to turn his bitch into Harvey Dent, so he grabs her and dips, and they somehow end up on a mountain. His ass was out here tweaking, thinking the thunder was gonna hurt his girl. Like, my nigga, chill. Listen, I just hope he ain't smashed that night, cause we all know, like, the Hulk is most definitely packing like a rocket launcher under those shorts. So for Betty's safety, please turn back to Bruce Banner before doing anything freaky. Blonsky finally wakes up from the coma, and boy, he was ready to get back on that field. With his dedication of taking down the Hulk, if I had half that drive to grow this channel, we'll be up already. So please subscribe. Blonsky wanted Hulk's blood. His ass already lost to him twice. He wasn't trying to make that shit a hat trick. So he pulled up on Samuel Stern, the so-called plug, and hit him with the I like you and I want that blood. Now we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. Stern didn't hesitate. He started injecting Blonsky with Hulk's blood. And listen, sometimes if you keep losing, you just gotta ask for the source. I don't blame him. Blonsky then transforms into Abomination, and not even 60 seconds after getting juiced up, this guy becomes a complete crash out. He was out here terrorizing the streets. He really did not know how to act. He was out here killing his own soldiers. Like, weren't y'all niggas just teammates? He had everybody confused. General, the Hulk is in the street causing collateral damage. Fuck you talking about? He right here. Then who the fuck is this creature on the street? The general knew he messed up big time for allowing Blonsky to taste a little bit of power. And now he out here catching rockets mid-air and headbutting them. And I can't even lie, that shit was cold. And bro was doing all this damage just to draw the Hulk out. Oh yeah, and I can't forget, those two that shot the rocket, GG's gang. Ross looks at Bruce and was like, hey, you gotta stop him. And if I was Bruce, I would have been like, no. But Betty was like, if you go stop him, I'll give you a little bit of this tonight. And that's all a nigga needs to hear. His ass just dropped out the plane, piercing right through the concrete. And yeah, the Hulk was back. Hulk screams ISO, getting Abomination's attention. And I don't know why the fuck people are still on the streets like there's not two 9-foot monsters tearing the city apart. If it were me, my ass probably be in a different country already. So Hulk and Abomination start running towards each other. They were coming in like young Naruto and Sasuke. Straight collision. But Blonsky hits him with the pump fake, spearing him onto the ground, then chucking him like 100 yards. His ass didn't even know what hit him. He out here shaking his head and can't even stand straight. The same thing that happened to KSI when Jake Paul dogged him on the ground. Abomination was out here laughing, like, come get some more. So the Hulk was like, I bet, breaking the police car in half and using it as knuckle busters, and was like, I understand it now. Clipping him with a straight right, left uppercut, backhand, one to the rib, and a double chin shot, knocking him out cold. Oh, you thought he was finished? He was just getting started, gang. He went on top of him and started yamming his face to the ground, completely shredding the car into tiny pieces. And even though I watched this movie, I had to pause for a moment and ask myself, man, what did he do to make Hulk that mad? But did that matter? Cause y'all know Blonsky, he got that dog in him. He spits that shit right out and was like, is that all you got? Oh nah. Everyone watching this video knows, once a character takes that much damage and is still talking shit, they're about to pull something out their ass. Hulk tries to finish him, but gets kicked so hard, he crashes straight through the entire building. And now Hulk is just out here making me look bad. Cause I was out here glazing him at the start of the video. Real shit, tighten up. Anyways, General Ross comes to help out Bruce, spraying Abomination. But for some reason, his dumb ass is flying at the height of the buildings. Like Abomination doesn't have bounce or something. He runs, then jumps at the chopper, but Bruce yanks his legs, then digs into his skin. Like lizard be digging into them brownies. Blonsky then elbows him to the jaw, knocking him out for 0.2 seconds. After remembering who was on that chopper, his ass worked right up, grabbing his leg. The pilot loses control, then the chopper crashes. And everyone is dead besides Ross and his daughter. And that wasn't a surprise, because they're just nameless soldiers. The crash out jumps down, then punches Hulk right into the brick wall, then grabs him by the neck, throttling him. Hey yo, what the fuck? I guess Abomination is a freaking nigga his damn self, cause why the hell is he choking another man? He even lifted his ass off the ground. It was not looking good for my goat. He had to tighten up, and that's exactly what he did. He knees Abomination in the gut and giving him a nice 3-piece, snapping his head out the frame. But that victory was cut off quicker than LiAngelo's NBA contract, yanking Hulk right back to the wall and tells him, you pussy ass nigga.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Abomination then stabs him in the chest, had green Kool-Aid coming out of him, and he saw his girl see him getting smoked. And that right there cannot happen. That's every man's worst fear. So all his badges upgraded to Hall of Fame, grabbing Abomination's arms off him, then headbutting him, grabbing his spikes and chucking him right onto the wall. And that right there is most definite a lifetime migraine. The fire catches onto the chopper, but Hulk quickly claps his hands together, turning them flames off quick. And I guess he had a moment to himself, cause he just stands there like the battle is over. Nigga gets slapped onto the ground, had his ass eating brick, and Abomination was not done. He swings that Hulk back and clips him once again, knocking his ass out cold. And this is where he could have just walked off with the W. But he stupid ass decides to go for the general and his girl. And you know he is not gonna let that shit slide. Nigga screams Hulk smash, crack opening the ground, had Abomination fumbling his chain. And that's when Bruce went for the finish, wrapping the chain around his neck, then grabbing a piece of his bone, then shanking him with it. And the way he screamed, I just know that shit was painful. Had his ass on a leash like an angry little dog. Shit reminded me of them old DMX videos. He double wraps the chain and starts pulling it so hard, almost about to snap his neck, but he spared his life. He still had to step on his ass and let everybody know the real Incredible Hulk ain't to be fucked with.